Hello, everybody. This is Coquito. Welcome to Rican Reactions. Rican versus tourist sometimes is talked about because of things happening. Daniel Bertozzi, the woman that went crazy in the perfume shop, and other things. This particular case of Rican versus tourist is based on hearsay until I find a video evidence and picture of said perpetrator. Once again, this is based only on hearsay, an anonymous tip, an anonymous post. So let's go. Welcome back. Now, no niceties, like, subscribe, comment, share, and all those things. Peter. Now, this happened yesterday in the kioscos de Luquillo, allegedly and supposedly. Again, based on anonymous post. I don't have picture of the perpetrator. I don't have video evidence of it. If you can find it, please leave links down below and pictures of the perpetrator. But here we go. A family, husband, wife, two daughters, 20 and 12-year-old, were in the kioscos last night. And they were in either between number 60 and number 1. I can't tell you. Between that time, said family, allegedly and supposedly, saw a person screaming and ranting and complaining that there's so many tourists here and they're destroying our town and stuff like that. At a certain point, perpetrator, let's call it's a woman, by the way. Let's call the perpetrator Mom. No. Let's call the perpetrator Diane. Diane is screaming at the tourists and everyone in the kiosk, saying that, why are you here? You're destroying the town, whatever. Diane starts looking at the two daughters, one the 20-year-old and the 12-year-old, and starts berating them, calling them fat and everything else, not knowing that the 20-year-old supposedly allegedly was autistic and overweight, but most importantly autistic. The husband said one word after they were verbally attacked. He said cállate, allegedly and supposedly. Put that out there. By him saying that, Diane came up to the wife and started fucking molly-whopping her on her face. She apparently, allegedly, supposedly, she has a goose egg, black eye, a couple contusions. And in that time, when this happened, allegedly and supposedly, people that were watching it were all laughing and cheering and not doing anything at all. Now, I say allegedly and supposedly all the time and hearsay because I have no proof whatsoever except from a post that just came out on Facebook on the I Love Luquillo page. And I'm not an administration to that, so the only person that knows who the person's name is the administrator, not me. What I can say about is this. There have been points of people coming in saying bad things about locals, and I'll talk about that when I get home. And I'm home. Now, there's a history of Luquillo and anti-tourists. I'm not going to say the G word because I don't like the G word. It's rhetoric here. If you remember, in Walgreens, they wrote down a Gringos Go Home on the wall of Walgreens. Then they wrote down a Gringos Go Home on the street. And board riders, then they wrote something right next to where the other restaurant was. Here in this town, we're not as xenophobic as other towns. We're not rebellious as other towns. Kiki. But what I will say is that if this is true, and again, supposedly, allegedly, this is based off anonymous posts. The person doesn't want to say or send me a picture or tell me which kiosk it is to get the video evidence of this happening. So I'm just going off anonymous itself. But the history of Luquillo and xenophobia is real, and that's not hearsay. That's something that happens all the time. So this person, if they supposedly allegedly did this to this couple and these two children, 20 years old and a 12-year-old, which basically is just an adult and a 12-year-old, but the 20-year-old had autism, you can hide. But karma is a funny person. Stay healthy, stay happy. This is a Rican versus tourist anonymous hearsay post. This will be on my Patreon for the free viewers. You can just click and have fun with this. And understand that when I talk about Rican versus tourist, which I hate Rican versus tourist. When it gets close to home, though, I have to be as unbiased as possible. But if a local, someone that I know grew up here in this town, beat up a person because of either rhetoric or something, you have issues and you need help. Find help and find solace in knowing that if you got away with it, you got away with it. But if you didn't get away with it, you're going to go to jail for beating up a tourist.